Yes. Let me just double check. Can you hear me? Yeah, you can hear me this time. Yes. How you doing? What a box. That just made me laugh, that Riku, mate. I was literally just laughing to you then. And I had to explain why I was laughing. Whoa, what a box. Yes, big up all the people in the chat already. This stream's about Mitoma To Man City, something that everyone's been talking about over the weekend. We had a little conversation about it this morning. If you missed that stream, make sure you go back and watch that, because we kind of covered everything that's been going on over the weekend, and we did speak a little bit about transfers and Bernardo Silva and stuff. First thing first, make sure you smash the like button. Tone and MCFC, I pinned your comment in it. Smash the bloody like button. There's 526 people in here already, which is mega, by the way, and there's 187 likes, which is just unacceptable. Big up Danzibauer, 35 months, says Community Shield champions. We'll never sing that. I mean, we've won it once, anyway. I mean, we won it like before. I'm happy to say that. That's it. Like, I'll take the
No, don't do this. No, Pep out.
Pep made his bed by calling it a final, man. He doomed us forever by calling it a final.
Yeah, because I've been trying to rattle Arsenal fans.
We've not won it since he called it a final, has it? Was it last year or the year before when he called it a final? I can't remember when it was. But yeah, maybe Grealish is the problem. Grealish made his debut in the Community Shield, didn't he?
I've been trying to rattle Arsenal fans on Twitter, and they just keep coming back by saying your manager called it a final, so he's kind of ruined me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a rip in it. There's no septuple. Ian put sextuple in the chat there, but we could actually have won 7 trophies if you count the Community Shield. So we can still win a sextuple, I think, because we can do the treble, and then you've got the Club World Cup, the Super Cup. Oh, wait.
The Carabao Cup, septuple.
No, because... Oh, yeah, Carabao Cup.
Carabao and part of treble.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, buzzing.
It's not good. It's not good enough. We need to have a serious conversation. This isn't good enough.
How are we not fighting for all 7 trophies? It's just you know what I mean, and Pep out. Bevo with a 2 says, yes, lads, big up Hero Hugh.
Yeah, big up Bevo, man. What a guy.
You're a hero,
bro. On Twitter last week. I mean, I wouldn't call myself a hero, but I wouldn't rebuttal it either.
I'm not taking it back. Like you're wearing it with pride now, isn't it?
Nah, big up Bevo, man. What a guy.
Yes, Bevo, mate. Right then, so we are fully in Mitoma mode, because that's the guy that's everyone seems to be looking at us for. Let me just put a poll in the chat. Because
have we been linked to him like properly? Like, is there concrete links?
There's been rumors of City looking at Mitoma. Now Mitoma only has 2 years left on his contract as well. So okay. Is there a little bit of an entry point there? Let me see. Let me just put Mitoma to City. Yeah. Wait, no, that's a dead one. Would you like Mitoma at City? Because we spoke about this a little bit before. He's primarily a left winger. I think if you go on his transfer mart, the positions that they've got on there are literally left wing, left mid, nothing on the right. So I don't know if he's actually ever played on the right. He is right-footed, so if Pep wanted, he could try and turn him into a right-footed right winger. And whereas on the left he cuts in. The issue is he isn't that. So it's about Pep changing him and seeing if he can do that and if he can't. But maybe people are thinking that Grealish needs a bit of competition on that left-hand side. If Foden isn't going to play on the left, and then he's more prominently going to be in the midfield and right wing, Grealish could do with a bit of competition on that side and then help Grealish out to get... I mean, it pushes Grealish to be better. And also Mitoma offers something different to Grealish.
He is a very different player to Jack Grealish, and he would be a different option, I suppose, to Jack Grealish. I was looking at a really good thread on Twitter. I can't for the life of me remember who posted it, but there's this guy on Twitter, a City fan. He's been going to war all day today with people over Jack Grealish and defending him. So, I've got a lot of time for that. I'm always with people who do that. But he was kind of outlining in depth. Like, he wasn't just going to war like football Twitter style. He was actually, there was substance to what he was saying. And a lot of it made sense. But Grealish, he's more of a wide midfielder than an out-and-out winger, if that makes sense. He's there to facilitate ball making its way into the final third, and he'll be very active in the middle third of the pitch or the second phase of the attack. Whereas Mitoma, if he was to come in, he would be very much for final third of the pitch. You'd want him getting into the box. You want him being creative. Mitoma is a very creative player, whereas Grealish, I don't know about creativity. He's more Porza, ball retention, keep it moving, phase after phase, and facilitate for the real killers. Whereas Mitoma...
You could argue that there's a case for having both Mitoma and Grealish.
Well, because they're different options.
Because they're different options.
They're not going to do the same thing. That's the idea. You have two left wingers who will provide two different attributes.
Yeah, I mean, well, I guess the first place to start properly would be the price, because City have this thing nowadays where they value a player at a certain price, and if they don't really want to go above that. And we kind of play hardball a little bit. I think that's why the Guardiola transfer took quite a while as well. It's clear that they made it work. Tiki did actually a good job with that Guardiola transfer. Now, Mitoma, I've seen rumours for around 50 mil. I can't remember who it was. It might have been on ESPN or something. Rumours of around £50 million is what City are looking like to offer Mitoma. Transfermarkt has him valued. Obviously, the Transfermarkt's valuations are always a bit up and down anyway. But Transfermarkt has him valued at 32 mil. You're not going to get him for 32 million.
No, not a chance.
I think you're looking at, honestly, around 60 to 70. I think is Brighton will play. Brighton. Someone said it in the chat before, right? So big up whoever said it. I don't remember who it was, and I don't want to scroll all the way back up and then try and find it again. But someone said before, Brighton are like Napoli, the British Napoli. They'll play hardball, and they want their valuation. Mm-hmm. They're looking at £100 million for Caicedo, or whatever it is, or 80 million, or whatever it is. So
he's a tough motherfucker, that Tony Bloom guy. He plays hardball himself. You're not going to get one over on him. I mean, there's a few variables to the possibility of getting Mitoma. First of all, I think he'd be good. If we were to get him, I think he'd be good. I don't think you're going to get him for 50 million. If he was there and Brighton said, slap 50 million on the table, now he's yours, I think City will pull the trigger and go and do it, because I think that is a pretty good deal. They've got European football for the first time, I want to say ever, but I don't actually know if that's fact, this coming season. They don't want to lose all their biggest assets, all their big hitters, all their best players. They lost McAllister. They're going to lose Caicedo. They lost Cucurella last summer. They want to retain some of their better players to give them a better opportunity of playing in the European football or it's Europa League they have, isn't it? I'm pretty sure it's the Europa League.
Yeah.
So for that, they're going to say to anybody who comes in from Mitoma, if you want them, we're going to slap a further premium on his head for that. Then there's the Manchester City premium that I always talk about. We have big cash. Yeah, City tax, man. They're gonna say to us, we know you've got big cash. We know you do. Let's not fuck about. So here's another 50 or 50 mil on top of that again. So I think you're looking at the upper end of 70. I'd say 70 plus to get Mitoma.
That's what my head lies around, the 60, 70 million pound mark. And it's a lot of money, man. It's a lot of money for someone who. But then I kind of feel like it'd be good to get another winger in. And like you say, he offers something different to what we currently have. We currently have pauser mode.
It would need to be on the basis that Pep doesn't try to do with Mitoma what he did with Jack Grealish. What he did with Jack Grealish was Jack Grealish at Aston Villa had a lot of
freedom,
Mitoma-esque, attributes. He ran with the ball, he took on players. He was that flary winger that everyone who's not a City fan complains that Pep has turned him out of being right now. But we know what values he adds to our team. So if you're to go and get Mitoma and you just want to turn him into another Grealish, there's no real point. You may as well run with Foden and Grealish as your two left wingers, because Foden will add something different. Yeah. But if you're going to bring in Mitoma, it's on the basis that you're bringing him to be himself. You know what I mean? You're bringing him in to give you a direct, tricky winger, get himself into the final third, get himself into the box, and try and pick up a few goals and assists, because that's not what Pep wants Grealish to do anymore.
Yeah, and then obviously we did see the rumours that we're moving away from the pacey winger side of things, but I think it'd just be nice to have something different, a different option.
I just don't know if I buy into that. I know it seems that way because we haven't because we haven't got a pacey winger. I just can't see why we wouldn't want a pacey winger as another option. You know what I mean? Like if you're doing this whole ball retention thing and you're going between the wingers, the midfielders, and the fullbacks, and that's not working, like we've seen. A reference earlier on the games like Tottenham away last year, United away. The Porza wasn't working, and we needed to switch things up a little bit. And it's those kind of games where you'd like a pacey winger.
Yeah.
So
like a pacey winger to throw in and switch it up a little bit, cause a little bit of chaos. I think that's why I personally I'd like this signing. I do like this signing. Obviously, the cash is something different, but I reckon if you could get him for £50 million, I reckon City go for it. Like I said, I don't think it'll be that. I think it'll be more than that because Brighton play hard ball. Someone just said there that Tony Bloom is actually a poker champion or something.
Yeah, you don't fuck with that guy. Then. Anybody's good at poker.
That guy's clearly got
a
guy's smashing it. And then. Obviously, we were talking about Mitoma. There are links to other wingers and players. Like obviously, we had Jeremy Doku, who's been in the frame kind of thing. People have been speaking about it. It's died off a little bit. That they've got Elise. Now Elise is injured, so people. Asam made a very good point on the Avengers show that was the other night, and he said that maybe City wait on Elise because of the hamstring. You don't know how he's going to recover from that. Do you know what I mean?
He's Chelsea better than Elise, though, isn't he? And Chelsea really pushing for Elise.
Chelsea are linked to him as well. He's also there's a rumor of a £35 million release clause for Elise. That's floating about. Not sure if it's true or not. But I don't know, man. I back the Mitoma signing because it's something different to what we've currently got.
I backed the Mitoma one. And I also backed the Elise one for a different reason. You know what I mean? For a different reason.
Different players.
Yeah, I backed the Mitoma one because it's something, like you said, very different to what we have on the left wing. And I backed the Elise one because I think he can grow into being a top player. Elise is only, 21, 22, 11 assists last season in a Crystal Palace team that was struggling for most of the season last year. Like they were really struggling, I'm pretty sure, until Roy Hodgson came in. And Elise was still pretty consistent. So I'm a fan of Elise, but there's not really any wingers out there that you can look at and say they're goal scorers, they're goal getters. So you then have to go down to a different type of winger, a different market of winger, and look for a more of a facilitator, someone who's going to, provide for your goal scoring threats. So the players like Elise, then that's when you start to look at them, because Elise is creative. He's going to make goals for Haaland. He's going to make goals for De Bruyne and Foden as well. So it depends what you want, really.
Yeah. I've just put a poll in the chat. Who should City sign? I've got Mitoma in there, Elise in there. I've put Neymar in there because 0161 Darren said he wants Neymar on Twitter before, and I've seen it. And someone else in the chat said, yeah, Matthew W, Neymar for the vibes there. So other people have been putting Neymar. So I was like, oh yeah, I'll just throw Neymar in there, see what people are saying. I put Doku at the end. I just seen someone say about Doku, the issue is he's very Adama Traore-esque. Like loads of take-ons. I think the best... over 900 minutes played. I think he's like clear of like players like Vinny Jr. He's very, very good, very skillful. However, it's just end product is where it kind of lacks a little bit. ALX with a 10 says, live idea. Create a Fantasy Premier League and show your drafts. The Fantasy Premier League is going to get created this week. I said last year that we'd have prize for the winners and that, and nothing really happened with it. I did start doing FPL Fridays last year for about the first month, I think, and then I kind of binned it off, as I do every year with FPL. I might do a poll in the community tab and see if people want Fantasy Premier League streams, like FPL Fridays coming back on a Friday morning. It's something that I can do. I don't really like Fantasy Premier League, but I guess if I commit to it for a year, I might like it. So I'll try it, and if people want it, I'll bring it back. So that's the thing. Constantine with a 5 says, I think we should consider Neymar. Funny enough, just put him in the thing. It brings in experience and goals and assists. We lose from Gundo and Riyadh. He's a Pep style player. He's versatile, and he's got a better work rate than people think.
I mean, as of today, literally today, there is a bit more reality to the pipe dream of signing Neymar. If you trust L'Equipe, who are a French outlet, I don't know the level of credibility they have, but they're saying that Neymar has asked PSG for a transfer this summer. Oh. He wants out this summer. So you tell me, Chad, how reliable is L'Equipe? So if that is true, there really only is a handful of options for Neymar in world football. You're looking at, he ain't going Real Madrid because he's an ex-Barcelona player, or at least I think he's not going to go to Real Madrid. You got Manchester City, you got Saudi, maybe link up with Messi in the MLS. Chelsea. But I still think Neymar... Well, they're going back to
Fraser just put in the chat there that apparently Chelsea are talking to him, and it's that's where I always kind of every time I can think of Neymar in the Prem, I always think he'll end up at Chelsea. But
how are Chelsea going to pull this off, man? They have Sterling and Nkunku, Mudryk, Neymar, Olise, fucking who else is there?
Have they still got Ziyech there? Or is he gone now?
You have to ask the chat, man. I don't know about Ziyech, but they're out the door with wingers, essentially. Like, the Neymar one will just be a pure fucking...
Madueke's there as well.
Madueke. It's a luxury thing at Chelsea, but the thing with Neymar is I still believe he does have more to offer at the highest level of football. I still think he has it 100% in his locker to go and win more trophies at the highest level, and City is obviously the best place to do that right now. There would have to be a bit of a relationship between Pep and Neymar. Pep would need to speak to Neymar and say, right, how serious are you about this? How serious are you about joining a project like ours? We have a very tight-knit dressing room. There's no egos. No one's more important than the other. And that has been our recipe for success. Are you capable of mixing in there? And that's before you even talk about finances.
Yeah. Well, there was a rumor, wasn't there, about apparently Pep made a call with Neymar to see where his head was at. This was quite a while ago, so I don't know, man. I as much as people like the full send Neymar, do you know what I mean, for the vibes, I just don't think it's a realistic option for City.
I'd cop a Neymar jersey if he signs for City.
Best believe I'd be straight on it.
I'll be doing all the Brazilian dances on streams. I'll be milking it up. Do you know what I mean? What's the Brazilian when he does all that shit? Yeah, I'll be able to do that.
I'll be all over that. I'll be dancing around this shed like no tomorrow. Best believe it. But and there's a part of me that just says vibes. Yeah, if we sign Neymar, I would be so gassed. I would be gassed to the moon. Yeah, because it's a vibe signing,
bro. Like, we've already got all the 115 Chargers heating us right now. We go and bring Neymar in. The whole...
Bro, it'd kick off.
I'm telling you, man. But, like, on a real note, on a football note, initially, yeah, I'd be like, this is just pure vibes. Let's see how it pans out. But if you can get a Neymar who's fully invested in the project and he's decided for the last few years of his career, the last good years he has left in his legs, I'm going to full send it and really commit to Pep Guardiola and what he has going on at City, you could see a serious fucking team, a serious player.
Yeah. Well, he does well, you know. He actually does well. He does well. His numbers are good, so...
He's not a bad player.
He's not a bad player.
He does good.
Blue Shadow says, okay, I quit subscribing. The Neymar crap got me out here. Man taking this so serious. Mohammed Bidatu says we need a winger and a creative midfielder. I think, a lot of people are saying that. I see the thing say maybe City go for both, or maybe City do one. Say like we go for a creative midfielder, but then push Bernardo as primarily a right winger and Foden as more of a right winger, like slash midfielder. I guess it all depends on the way the market is and who's available. Creative midfielder wise, the only one I've seen really rumoured about is Florian Wirtz. Maybe he needs a separate stream as well. Maybe we'll do one this week if more news pops out.
I feel like whoever we sign, it'll be someone that we're not even aware of right now. I think there's some player that we're not even aware of right now, like a Ruben Diaz type and a Kanji type.
I think Mitoma is a realistic option. I do think it's a very realistic option in this.
I just don't know with your man Tony Bloom.
That's where it falls down for me is the price. The price could kill us for Mitoma. I think that's where City just turn around and go, nah, not for me.
Because I just cannot see them letting go of Mitoma unless it's an extortionate price purely because they're playing the Europa League. They want to give themselves the best chance. They've already lost McAllister. They're going to lose Caicedo. They lose Mitoma too. They're losing all their best players.
That's true. Someone just said shut up about Verse in the chat as well. And that's actually a good shout, actually, to shut up about Verse, because I'm sure he's just been given the number 10 shirt. And I seen someone say that. Is it Leverkusen? Leverkusen apparently don't want to sell him until like 2024 anyway, so that could be done. Bevo says, need experience for the Champions League. I say wait until next season.
For what?
So just I'm guessing for signing a winger. But then, I don't get it. I don't get it.
What are we
Bebo boy, you don't give us context in it to the super chat. We need context. Tell us in the chat, mate. Tommy Borderhill, yes, welcome back to the Xtra Club, mate. Massively appreciated. If people want to get involved, the link is in the description for joining the Xtra Club. Ash MCFC with a 2 says Fatty offered to PSG apparently. I didn't know Calvin Phillips was going PSG. That's a big move. I'm joking.
Oh, that's
what a shame. I'm not joking.
Bad from you.
That's bad.
Lock it off, mate. Lock it off. L Jordy Porty in the comments, please. L Jordy Porty. You can't be slamming KP like that.
This is the line then, yeah. We found the line.
Nah, you've crossed the line.
Yeah.
Shame on you, LJP. Shame on you.
Yo.
Cancel Porty.
Yo. We've found the line now, innit? This is where we can't.
Yeah, look at all the L's. Look at all the L's.
Nah,
hold
on in the chat there, WJP is spitting.
Nah, L take. Big up the chat, man. The chat are showing respect tonight. Big up the chat.
See, ID gets it. You know what I mean? We on that level, you know. Anyway, Ash says Ansu Fati's offered to PSG. I'll correct it now. Would you take him? Would you take Ansu Fati? Isn't he made of biscuits now?
I swear all those Barca wingers are made of biscuits.
I'm sure he he was meant to be next best thing, and then he's made of biscuits.
I don't know.
I don't know innit? I don't know. I'm not sure.
He wants to stay Ansu Fati though. He's told Xavi he really wants to stay at Barca, but Barca are
we don't want you.
Really...
you shit, mate.
Yeah. So if Barca don't want him, I'm all right.
Yeah, people are saying he's too injury prone. Biscuit FC. Cal says I do like biscuits. Not gonna lie. Yeah, that's fair.
I think Calvin Phillips likes biscuits too.
Oh yeah, that doesn't cross the fucking line. That doesn't cross no line. All the W here in the chat. W here. He's allowed to say this.
Nah, see, Calvin's my brethren, so I can do that. You don't know him like that. He signed my shirt.
You got the signs up, innit? You got the signs up. Hey,
man.
this
look
chat,
at all the W's.
Look at the W's. This ain't fair, this ain't fair. You're allowed to call Calvin fat. Say he likes biscuits and that.
Chat, man, I love you. I love the chat. I'm on that level with you. Me and the chat, we're one. We are one.
Yeah. Oh, man. Yellow tight, you know. Yellow tight. Why are you roasting me for?
Oh, that's funny, man.
Marvin said W plus like. He liked the stream as well. He doubled up. He doubled down on it.
This is it, man. This is it.
Morale, funny. Yeah, L Hugh, fat shaming. Gotta stop, man. It's tight. You know what I mean? It's tight.
Hey, I am fat. I can call anybody fat.
Yeah, so why can't I then?
Listen.
Edward Porter with a 2 says, would you use Palmer to lower the price of Mitoma? Now, that's something that everyone's been speaking about. Obviously, Cole Palmer scored a good goal at the weekend. I don't know, man. I don't know. Because there was rumours all year about, all summer, about Palmer going on loan to Brighton.
Yeah.
So could we do a deal like, oh yeah, you give us Mitoma, we loan you Palmer? It'll work like that, innit? But
nah, you know what? I'd keep Palmer before I'd even go and get Mitoma. If that's the leverage that they're looking for, I'd keep Palmer. I want Palmer in the squad this season. I think he's got stuff to offer on that right wing.
Right, this guy's going mad in the chat. Yeah, I think keep Palmer. I think keep Palmer. And you try and get Mitoma. Palmer right wing, Mitoma's more of is a left winger anyway, so Palmer gives you more options on the right hand side. Mitoma is an option for the left hand side and competition for Grealish, which he's not had for a long time. Ty's stepbro with a 5 says, it may sound like overreaction, and in my opinion we seriously lack creativity. Yesterday we created fuck all until Foden and Kev came on. At times we look like Atletico Madrid or Atletico Madrid, however you say it. Yeah, that was my issue with the game yesterday. We said this before in our stream. I think you was in the stream as well, Ty Step, bro. I'm pretty sure I seen you in the stream this morning or at 2:00. My issue with it was we did lack creativity in that game, and I guess that comes with not playing Kev or Foden in the midfield, because you've got Kovacic who doesn't create, because you've lost Gundo who was creative. You've got Rodri, and then who else do we have in the midfield? Who's the midfield for that game?
Kovacic, Rodri. Alvarez was dropping in.
Alvarez was dropping in. I think it's just I think like someone just Asgard there says give it time, Pep will get it right, and that's what you said. That's what you said, Hugh, innit? You just got to give it time and let us find the way that it's going to work in it. I trust in Pep to get it right.
Yeah, I'm just not being reactionary based. I get what you're saying, people in the chat, that we were lacking creativity, but we've been down this road before over all the seasons that we've won the leagues. You know, none of them we were ever mad creative for the whole season, and that's the way it was. We always start a little bit slow. There's a few tweaks need to be made. Pep needs to adjust a few things. You know, Foden will slot back in. De Bruyne will get fit and he'll slot back in. Kovacic will get better as he goes along. I said earlier on, I think Bernardo needs to step up and add just a little bit more creativity on top of all the great work he already does. So give it time, man. Give it time. Pep will get this. Pep will get this to click. Just have faith.
Yeah, we're just going to have to see how it goes, man. We're going to have to see how it goes. And then, but I can understand, it doesn't sound like an overreaction time. I can understand after watching the game, it did seem like we did lack creativity. And it'll be good to see how Pep fixes this. But I can see why people are saying, let's go for a creative midfielder rather than a winger. I get it. I do get it. Gemini's and Dumber 2 says, Man United fan, but love watching you guys. Yes. Massively appreciated. Jack Rain with the 27 says, how serious is this Mitoma thing, guys? Just rumours at the moment. So I guess it's more of a wait and see thing. It was just something that keeps popping up or has popped up over the weekend. So we thought it's probably a good thing to talk about, especially because loads of people in the chat kept speaking about it. And we are looking at one more signing, so
it's just paper talk really right now.
Yeah, there's nothing concrete yet. I mean, if City were interested, I imagine that it'd only be very much initial talks. It'd be very, very early stages, just kind of going, is he, how much? I mean, is he available? 50 mil or now? I'm like, no. I'm like, okay, bye. The easiest transfer ever. That's how I'd run it. 50 mil or nah? You go, nah, okay, bye.
Hey, listen, I need to highlight something here, man. This is something that we're going to clamp down on this channel over the next season. There's nearly 800 man and gal in the building. I'm not even on 400 likes.
Oh, it's 50%. It's always the 50% thing, man. 50% of people do not like the stream. Why you do this, man?
Smash that like button. Help the boys out. Free to do. You're helping us on our road
it's free, and it's like, where is it? Where is the like button? Is it underneath me? Oh, you.
It's below us.
It's somewhere. Here is a like button, and all you got to just do is tap it, yeah? It's well easy. It's the easiest thing ever.
Right
and
here.
as you have to go straight off the screen. It's right here. It's
we both stick our arms out.
Yeah.
Both stick our arms out.
Oh, look at, we are now one. We have we've morphed into one human being that says like the stream, innit? We're doubling up.
Just hit the like button, man.
Yeah, you need to stop us doing this. It's like poke back in the chat. What? Do you remember poke on Facebook? Do you remember when people used to poke each other on Facebook? Like, what was that about?
Yeah, whenever I fancied a girl, I used to poke her just to get her attention.
Yeah. You're getting a poke war. You just like start poking each other. No, you don't converse in it. It's poke. Send me a number. That's it. That's it. Skip. Send me a number. Easy.
Poking was original Riz.
Like, that is Riz. That's how we used to flirt back in the day. Just by a Facebook poke, innit?
Yeah, man. Bring back the poke.
Prodded. Yeah, right. Let's get away from poking in it, because that's we're getting in a weird place now. I seen someone a minute ago saying about Nabry in the chat, and I wanted to read it out, and then I've lost it. Dash, yes, says JP Nabry as an option would bring experience, a lot of goals and assists. He can do pauser. I think Nabry is a good option, but I don't know, but I don't know how much he costs. He just signed the new deal. I don't know if I don't know how I don't know how much you'd have to pay for him. So
I kind of feel all those Bayern players are nearly out of touch. You know what I mean? You can't really go for them.
yeah, I like that signing that, innit? Sorry, Echo. Yeah, it'll sort itself out that way. Bevo with a 5 says players we linked with don't have the Champions League experience or in title races. Hold off and look again next summer. Oh, okay, I understand now. So like the Mitoma stuff, they don't have the Champions League experience and stuff. So hold off, look again next summer. You might be able to find someone who's available with that Champions League experience. Enough versatility with Foden and Silva.
Well, this is what City do. Like the thing is, even though we would like one now, if City don't find the one they want, they won't.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
City kind of like not pressed. They're not pressed. I mean, they're not pressed about.
Like we're not knee jerk. You know what I mean? We won't rush into signing a panic stations player because we feel like we need another player. City will happily go without that extra body on the basis that we haven't found the right one, and that's the way Pep operates. That's the way Tiki operates, and that's what's worked for us. So it's annoying because we want more players, but if the board and the manager don't want haven't found one, you can't do anything about it.
It's kind of trust. Just trust the board, innit? Trust the board to get it right.
And we've no reason not to.
Yeah, we just want to treble in it, so we have no reason not to in it. And Science Silver says next season means never. I mean, we've been saying next season for a left back for the past 10 years. So one day it'll happen. One day we'll get a left back, or maybe not. JV with a 279 says Joao and Cole right wing. If Cancelo doesn't leave, Elise preferred. I think Cancelo will leave. Apparently he's agreed personal terms with Barcelona. I think he'll end up going Barcelona, even if it's a loan with a mandatory option to buy. Something like that.
Yeah, I reckon they'll find a way to get Cancelo to Barcelona. Barcelona quite clearly really want Cancelo.
And City apparently really don't want Cancelo.
Yeah, that's the difference between like Bernardo and Cancelo. City want to keep Bernardo, so we're not going to allow ourselves to get roasted on the finances. Whereas with Cancelo, we'll just maneuver some way to get him out of our squad and over there. The thing is, those man still owe us cash. I'm a bit sick of Barcelona.
Yeah, you know they owe us 50 mil in it for Torres.
If they say to you, give us the player and we'll get you the cash. We will get you the cash. You go, no.
Yeah, no, we want that cash first. I mean, we need to be paid up front here.
Telling you, man.
Someone made a really good point there, right? Check this. Andrew says, Cancelo swap deal with Ilkay Gundogan. Easy.
Well, he if they can't, don't they have like a week or something to register him?
Oh yeah, they can't register the players because didn't that some like Big Donny business pulled out of that Barcelona TV thing, so they've lost loads of money, so they can't register none of the players.
It means Gundo can't play ball.
Which means Gundo can't even play football. Which I think there's something in the contracts as well, because there was rumours about this last time. There's something in the contracts that if they don't register, they can leave. Get Gundo back.
Yeah, free agent.
Get Gundo back.
City won't do that, but
they won't do that. No. But imagine,
I'd love it.
It'd be vibes, wouldn't it? It'd be so much vibes. It'd be so much
vibes. But imagine you're Kovacic. He'd be like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, they're like, "Sorry, mate, we watched that Community Shield. Yeah, you were good, but no creativity. So we're getting Gundo back."
Kovacic would be like, "What the hell, man?" You know what I mean? Like, oh, listen, I'll be here.
Pac-Man says, "Imagine the I'm back video. I'm back." yeah, that's what we need. We need the camera to just go, "I'm back," and it just goes down. That would be the best.
He's only gone 6 weeks or something.
Yeah, he just on holiday, innit? He just went on holiday to Barcelona.
It would be mad though if they couldn't register him. Like, what would he do?
It'd be a shame that they couldn't register him, innit? Like,
he needs to leave because he needs to play football. He's not got enough years left where he can like kind of bide his time and see what happens. He needs to play football now. Yeah,
that's true. I've seen people saying Pedro Gonçalves. I keep seeing his name floating about as well.
I did a stream last week with Joe, and someone came in and told me about Pedro Gonçalves. Sport in Lisbon, Donny?
Yeah. I seen him linked with someone else, and I can't remember who it was.
Apparently he's cold, Gonçalves.
Yeah, he's meant to be mint, but No, I can't see it. And the only team that he's been linked with recently is actually, in fact, he got linked with Liverpool recently. Arsenal have been linked with him, and Aston Villa have been linked with him.
It would be a very Liverpool signing, Gonçalves, in my opinion.
A few people in the chat have said it. Janice before said, what about Barella? Barella's someone that has been on the radar for a while now. A lot of people have said about Barella from Inter, but I don't know. A lot of people have said that he was the perfect Bernardo Silva replacement, but we're keeping Bernardo Silva now.
Don't need him then.
So, don't need him. Don't need him. I did a poll in the chat before who should City sign. And surprisingly, actually, Mitoma has won the vote with 41%. Elise comes in second with 26% of the votes. There's 784 votes as well, which is good, man. Neymar is on 22%, and Jeremy Doku is last on 12%.
I voted for Elise, me.
Yeah, I think I'd like Elise. No, I don't think. I would like Elise at this football club. I think he'd do really well. And release clause FC. I think someone said before that Fab confirmed, I think it was Jake said it before, Fab confirmed the release clause of 35 mil. So, Elise, creative. We're talking about all this creativeness that we're lacking right now. Get Elise in. He's young. He could probably thrive. He got pace. Not too much pace, but a bit of pace. I think he's the boy. You know what I mean? Let's change the title, man. Elise to Man City.
I think Elise, man. I think business-wise, it's the easiest to do. And
I've just convinced myself by just saying his name about 5 times in my head.
I could see you convincing yourself. So I didn't say it.
As I was saying things, I was like, makes sense. Makes more sense.
No, I think Elise, business-wise, easiest to do, and I think he has plenty to offer to this team now, and he'll keep growing and developing and getting better. So, I'm with Elise, man.
JP Elise isn't fat as well. Yeah, that's a thing, isn't it? I can't say that though. It's good how you said that. I can't say that. I can't mention the F word. Chadley says Pardy's head gets turned so quickly. Yeah, I'd be a nightmare in Love Island. That's why we got to get Hugh to Love Island.
You need to lose some weight first, man. You need to hit the gym.
Nah, just go in as you are. Be yourself. Be who you want to be. Be yourself.
In a retro blackout City shirt. All right, ladies.
Yeah, just walk up, innit? Walk up, straight up. I don't know why you're walking like Kevin and Perry, but you walk straight up in it, you know what I mean? And then, like, the girls have got to step forward for you. Do they still do that? When the girls got to step forward, bro, I've been laughing so much. If I watch you walk up like that, you've got like a shirt on which is like unbuttoned all the way down kind of thing. You got like a hairy chest and that, and you just walk up, and you're just like, I am Hugh.
What do I do?
My job is like, it's Hugh from Ireland, and everyone's like, ooh, Irish accent, can't wait. And then you turn up.
They'd be like, what the hell?
Yeah, what if you walked into that scenario, what would be the first thing that you'd say? What would be your opening line? Like, do you like on Take Me Out when they go, hello ladies, you're not in it, just going, I'm Hugh and I'm from Ireland. You can't just say that. What would you say? What would be your ultimate? You'd have to give like ultimate Riz, wouldn't you?
I once drank 16 pints of Guinness in one night.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's a good one. That, to be fair, isn't it? I mean, I once drank 16 pints of Guinness in one night, and it cleared my memory of drinking them 16 pints of Guinness.
I was a new man. After that.
I forgot everything after 1 p.m.
If we get to 100,000 subscribers, I'll apply for Love Island.
Yes. 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 That is it. That is it. When you walk out there, you got to be like, I'm Hugh, and I sit behind a computer for my job. I'm Hugh, and I've got a YouTube channel. But, nah, you'll have 100K. So you go, I'm Hugh, and this is my plaque. We've spoke about this.
Yeah. I won't want to bring anything with me except the plaque. I don't even need a spare set of clothes. I just need my plaque.
You just stink, but you got a plaque. You absolutely reek the gaff out. It's like, everyone's like, I'm sick of that Donny. I'm sick of that Hugh guy, man. He stinks with his plaque.
That prick carrying around that silver plaque everywhere with him.
Yeah, that would be funny. JV again with the 279 says Bernardo and Cole right wing, Vega in for creativity in the midfield. That Vega thing died rapid, man. Did it?
Yeah. City clearly weren't that bothered about it because they would have pulled the trigger.
Yeah, that's true. What happens to the Hugh Tinder ad? I forgot about that actually. That needs to be done. That I did have a look to see if I tried to look for a Tinder advert and I couldn't really find any, but I seen one on TV recently. So I mean, I can look it up. Rumored to Napoli now. That Gabby Vega. That's pretty mad.
Weren't Tinder going to sponsor? Was it City or another football club?
Was it not United?
Yeah, and they were going to get Tinder on the sleeve.
On the shirt spot. Yeah, the sleeve. Yeah, that's pretty mad.
Yeah.
Yeah, God knows, innit? Right then. Well, a lot of people have had their say on Mitoma. It seems like everyone would be happy for Mitoma. I'd be happy to go and get Mitoma as well. However, if you offer me Elise, I'll take it right now. Because I've been convinced.
I'll take either, but I prefer Elise.
Yeah, I'll take either of them. And then if you really want to go Neymar for vibes, I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
I'm fine with it. Asgard with a 17-month membership, it says you should change your channel name. This is to you, Hugh. To HughTube.
Can do, but we probably lose a lot of subscribers.
HughTube. Yeah. I mean, sounds a little bit sus as well. HughTube.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
I mean,
we'll put it in the maybe pile.
Yeah. I mean, we're not saying a no. We're saying it's a maybe. It's not a no. That sounds wrong. The HughTube. Oh yeah. YouTube.
End stream.
Yeah.
End stream.
Yeah, we need to have the stream in it. So you know what I mean. You're not seeing Hugh's tube, right? Like the stream, innit? Like the stream. Big up to all the people who join us. That's your Mitoma Talk. We'll be back tomorrow with some more streams, more news ahead of the Premier League start. We should get some thingies, Premier League prediction streams and stuff like that throughout this week. We can have a look at all that stuff. But yeah, big up to all the people who subscribe to us, all the people who like the stream. 500 likes, the 673 people. Still needs to be better. You know what I mean? You're still slacking, but we'll work on it.
It's a team effort.
It is a team effort. But yeah, we'll see you tomorrow. See you in a bit.